everybody, EmOUchihaHime here, and today I'm doing my first impression / review of the manga Yokai Doctor by Yuki Sato. Before I get into the main review, I just want to briefly talk about how I came across this particular title. Earlier this month I went to NYC Comic-Con and I was basically looking to complete my manga alphabet, and Y was one of those letters I was missing. As I was looking over the Y section of this one particular booth, I came across the title Yokai Doctor. And I do like anime and manga about yokai, so I decided to check it out. As I was reading the blurb in the back of the book, I said this sounds totally interesting and it's worth taking a look at. After reading it yesterday, I am totally convinced it's an awesome series and it deserves more attention. So let's meet our two main characters. The first main character's name is Kotoko, and here she is. She is the granddaughter of a famous exorcist, but she herself does not have a lot of spiritual power. She does, however, have the ability to see yokai and other spiritual beings, but she can't exorcise them. And the second main character's name is Kuro, and that's him right there. He is your typical teenage boy. He is a pervert. He does like to talk about boobs and look at panties, but he is also perceived as a strange individual. He is seen talking to himself and reading from a book that doesn't have any words in it. But we later find out that the reason why it looks like he's talking to himself is that he's talking to yokai, and normal people can't see them. We also find out that he is a yokai doctor, which he admits is a obscure profession. So those are the two main characters. I just want to briefly talk about the way that the book is broken up. The first 3 chapters are kind of unusual because they are perspectives from both Kuro and Kotoko. The first 2 chapters are Kotoko's perspective of how she met Kuro and the events that took place when she was looking for yokai in the forest. And the third chapter, which is technically chapter 1, talks about how Kuro came to the human world and what he saw during those events in the forest and how he saved her. So those are what those main chapters are about. It gets really into the storyline after chapter 1, into like chapter 2 and on. I have to say this is an awesome series. I really enjoyed it. Even though they have a weird chapter layout in the beginning, which I thought was kind of strange, I was thinking that it was a refreshing way to go into a manga, because you usually don't get to see perspectives from multiple characters. So basically the plot is that Kotoko is trying to live up to everyone's expectations because her grandfather was this famous exorcist. So that tends to get her into trouble. Like when she went into the forest. She was trying to find yokai and show her classmates that she can exorcise them, which ends up getting them captured and her life in serious danger. And then Kuro comes along, saves her, and then she thinks maybe it's not such a good idea to try to exorcise yokai. And she also nearly destroys the life of an innocent yokai who was just misunderstood. And after that incident, she wants to help Kuro with his yokai doctoring. So she decides to become his assistant, and that's pretty much where the story takes off. And I have to say, it is a very interesting plot, and it's unique, and it's totally awesome. I like the artwork in here too. The artwork's pretty good. So I definitely think you guys should check this series out. I really recommend you do. And that was my first impressions review on the title Yokai Doctor, and hope everyone out there has a fun and safe Halloween. If you're doing anything special, let me know in the comment section below. I'd love to hear what your plans are. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!